Lord, I have been awake for well over a day now. We haven't reached 2 days yet. We're getting there. No, that was last time. Do you guys, for those of you who watch the streams, do you remember? I was awake for like over 2 days. I had 4.5 hours of sleep that day. And I ended up being awake for two more extra days with a bit more time over that. So I wasn't even running on proper sleep. And I ended up just having like over 2 days that I had just full energy, like full blast, nothing but energy. I just kept going and going and going. I wasn't on any drugs, just so you know. Um, I didn't even really have caffeine, which I mean, I have caffeine now, but uh, I stayed awake for, over 2 days. And that was recent. That's baby stuff, though. That's baby stuff. Like my friend, no thank you, he was telling me, Star, you're gonna have a psychotic break if you stay awake this long. Didn't end up that way. It's weird. The longest I've went without sleep is 5 days. 5 days straight. Now that'll kill somebody. Or at least it's supposed to. Didn't kill me. I was pretty young at the time, though. I was in middle school, so I probably got brain damage. I probably got brain damage from staying awake for 5 days. I don't know. But yeah, I've stayed awake for 4 days a lot of times. A lot of times I've stayed awake for 4 days. Stayed awake for 4 days, I've stayed awake. And I've stayed awake for 4 days a lot of times. And I don't know if I'm going to stay awake for 4 days today, but I do know that I'm going to stay awake quite a bit longer. Quite a bit longer I'm going to stay awake. And, you know, it is what it is. It's how the cookie crumbles. It's how the shoe drops. It's how the woman in the tree gets down. Yeah. Yeah. I've been awake. I've been awake. I've been awake for a day now, and I'm ready to be awake for another day. It's going to be nice. I like to sleep. This may come as a shock to you, but I enjoy sleeping. I actually like to sleep. And I like the comfy feeling of being tired. But you know what? It's the sharp contrast, right? I love the amped up, just insane feeling, the manic feeling of having not gotten sleep for a long time. I didn't used to enjoy it. I didn't used to like that feeling. It used to be something that I just sort of bared with in my existence. But now I've grown to like the mania associated with not sleeping. And there have been periods in my life when I've been way more stressed, where I made that video Sleepless Nights, Heart Rate Concerning, where I talked about, me having continual problems getting to sleep and how my heart would start racing, the less sleep that I got. And partly the reason why those symptoms were exacerbated the way that they were was because of stress. I was extremely stressed at the idea of having to go back to school or just being in school. And now, basically, at this point, I know that the school administration just doesn't care. They don't care how much I show up. They don't care how much work I get done. So I'm basically home free when it comes to school. So there's nothing to be afraid of, nothing to worry about. So all of that stress is gone. I have no government man on my back telling me what I can and cannot do. And so there's no fear anymore. There's nothing for me to be afraid of when I wake up in the morning that, oh God, I'm not going to be able to get to sleep tonight because I have to go into this fucking prison, with a bunch of grueling children every single day. No, I just wake up when I want to. I just go to sleep when I want to. And it's amazing. I love it. I love being able to sleep and wake up whenever I want. It's an amazing feeling. It's a beautiful feeling being able to be awake and sleep whenever you want. And that's what I've been on lately. And I find myself in continual what is it called, bouts of not insomnia, but like intentional not intentional insomnia. I haven't wanted to go to sleep. You know, I've just been staying awake for long amounts of time. You know, recently when I was doing those live streams of me every day trying to get to sleep because it was that hard, I did actually want to go to sleep then. But it was also kind of cool. It was kind of a cool experience to not sleep for that long. I liked the experience of not having slept for that long. It was cool. Um, and so I realized, why don't I just never sleep? You know, why? Why don't I just have these big days where I'm going and going? I'm going to be awake for 3 days today. And the thing is, though, is that it's not a conscious choice. You know, I can make it a conscious choice, but it's less special then. It's the days like this where I just physically cannot sleep because I have so much energy. No, those are the special times. Those are the times when I'm awake for 4 days straight and I just feel good and I have nothing but energy and I keep going and going and going. I love those days. I'm in one of those days right now. I can tell. I can tell by the way I feel. I'm in one of those days right now, and I love it. It's great. But I like to sleep. You know, I like being calm. I like the general feeling of being regularly calm. You know, I like getting a lot of sleep. I think sleep is just a blissful state to be in. It's good, but in order to appreciate one thing, you have to be able to also appreciate the opposite. Wakefulness, being too awake, the creeping mania that comes up on you from being awake for so long, the loss of your cognitive abilities the longer that you stay awake, the drunkenness of being awake. That's something a lot of people describe, right? Is that being awake for too long, you feel like you're getting drunk the more that you've been awake for so long. Oh, Star, you sound like you're drunk now. Not true. It happens to me sometimes, but like I have so much energy that I just don't sound like I'm drunk. But there have been times when I have not had this level of energy, when if you plopped me down onto a bed, I would immediately fall asleep, where I did sound drunk and I slurred all of my speech. I couldn't get out my words properly. I couldn't form coherent ideas. But not today. Not today. Today, I feel like writing an essay, and I'm probably going to write an essay after this video is recorded. But, you know, like, I don't know. It's nice. It's nice not sleeping every now and again. Like being physically stuck from sleeping. Where if I tried to lie on the bed, and God knows I've tried to lie on the bed, and I start getting this physical sensations because I have so much energy that like it's impossible for me to just lay down and sleep because I have so much energy. Um, and it's a nice thing. It probably helps that I've been drinking so much caffeine products. Um, but anyway, that's not what this video is about. Uh, or was it? Was that what this video was about? I don't know what this video is about. Uh, yeah. People. By the way, I have a Discord. If you want to be friends, let's see if it can focus. If you want to be friends, that's my Discord. Let's be friends with each other. Let's talk and hang out and be friends. That's my Discord. Yeah. 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 Okay. Back to more productive videos now.